Welcome to Night Rips. So we're going to go back and open up some more 90s baseball. To be exact, we are going to open up, this is a brand new box of the 92 Upper Deck High Number Series. Now this one is one of those boxes that you're supposed to chase the Johnny Bench and Joe Morgan, two members of the Big Red Machine. But just to let you know, and I'll show you, because I actually have two boxes of this, and they're tall, so it's a little bit hard to get them on here. But if you notice something different, is this one actually has this sticker talking about featuring limited edition hero highlights card. This one doesn't. I've opened a box of this left one before. These are actually special boxes that were only sold to dealers that were doing those baseball heroes cards or card shows around in the, well, it was in 92. So I got the second box of this one. Now, the first time I opened this, we found no Joe Morgan. We found no Johnny Bench. And just to let you know what they should start looking, actually, this one's got a Joe Morgan on the back. The other one's got a Johnny Bench. I didn't notice that they actually had different pictures on the back. And this is actually different from the other box I had. But we found none of these. We actually found more Ted Williams cards, which was the low number. So decided, I actually got this one from the same place I got the first one, and it was the last one they had. Very special limited edition boxes. What was real neat about these boxes too is that they actually had autographs of the baseball heroes, these hero highlights card. So there's a possibility of pulling definitely some legends. So let's go ahead and rip this, open it up. Again, we're going to grab 6 packs. We're going to spread this out a bit and see what we find. Again, in 1992, there was a bunch of special games, and we are going to find maybe some of the stickers that talked about those games. We did last time. The sticker cards, the hologram cards, were not very prevalent in this. I had to fight with the cellophane a little bit, but let's go ahead and open this up. And we're going to take 6 packs. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's 36 packs in this. Put that aside for another day. But before we start opening this, let me go ahead and invite you to go ahead and join the channel by hitting that subscribe button below and hit notify when you see when I put new stuff up, because I like to mix up the products. So with that, let's zoom in. Let's see what we find. I was really interested. The first time I actually found this, I did not realize I had a special box. So it was pretty cool to actually find something that they really did not make too many boxes. And that baseball heroes, or the hero highlights card, those are actually probably one of the hardest insert sets that you can get. So we've got star rookie Dave Fleming. I slowed down there for a second because I saw 1960 500 home run club. I doubt that was Joe Morgan or Johnny Bench, and it wasn't. It was Ted Williams. So once again, we're pulling Ted Williams baseball heroes cards instead of what you're supposed to get, Joe Morgan and Johnny Bench. And we pulled, who is that again? Dave Stieb. This would be one of those Vernon Wells art cards, which we love these art cards, because this year they actually featured the city that they're in, the stadium they're in. Of course, him being in Toronto, that would be the Rogers Center. Or the Skybox, as it was called, I think, back then. Chuck Finley with his rag on his head. That's an interesting view. Actually, those are just base cards. Not going to mix it up as much. We have opened up a lot of, we've opened up a lot of 90s Upper Deck in general. So, not going to waste a lot of time looking at these. It has been a while since I put any of these on my channel. Of course, we're also not looking for any of the error cards. That was so prevalent back in the 90s. Nice view. One of the things I did like about Upper Deck was, even though they weren't edge-to-edge photos, they did a lot of the action shots that actually Stadium Club ended up taking over. Second pack. The other thing I like about this one is they still had the aluminum foil type pack, but it wasn't one of those ones that just fell apart like, 9091 did. Looks like we got ourselves another Vernon Wells card. This will be Alex Burks, and it is. They're him at Fenway. Actually, that's Chicago. I thought his jersey said something a little bit different. So used to looking at strange jerseys anymore, especially with all the City Connects that are currently going on. Oh, we've seen him before. We've seen him do exactly that. Just point at you. There, Kevin Mitchell. Clemente Nunez, and yes, we did pull him before. He actually was the first draft choice of the Florida Marlins. This was 92. Of course, Marlins didn't come into existence until a year later, but they did do this one special card. Okay, pack 3. And nothing crazy that we pulled except Ted Williams out of a box that's not supposed to have Ted Williams in it. Honestly, one of the reasons why I did get that other box of 92 was I knew since the first one only had Ted Williams cards in it, that this one would too. So decided to get that other one because I'd still like to get Johnny Bench and Joe Morgan, plus a chance of their autographs. There's Nolan Ryan with the kid that looks like John Elway. And these are those diamond skills. Now, this one should be a high number. Actually, it's a low number. So the high numbers were shoot, I totally forgot. Yeah, high numbers were National League, low numbers were American League. So Travis Fryman. And we got another Vernon Wells. Wow, this is pretty cool. Greg Swindell, sporting the Indians uniform, and Chief Wahoo all over the place. I mean, there's one here, one here, one here. No, it's not on his sleeve. You're not going to see that anymore. Of course, now they're the Guardians, so you're not going to see it at all. There's Dale Murphy with the Phillies. It's kind of painful to watch since he was a long-term Brave. Edgar Martinez. Just ripping through these. Some of these I do remember. Bill Swift definitely choked up on his bat just a little bit. Must be a throwback uniform because I don't remember red, white, and blue of any of the Giants uniforms. Actually, it is a throwback uniform now. I'm looking at it because it's got New York on his hat. So it's the New York Giants instead of the San Francisco Giants. Of course, talking about the throwbacks, there's Expos. And our handy-dandy rookie threats. It tended to be a theme. This was... Once they replaced those Mike Witt cards in 1990, you see these rookie threats every year. And Willie Randolph. 3 packs to go. So one thing, if you've watched enough of my cards, you know that, typically when I opened up these 80s, you always found those hologram stickers. We've yet to find one. But we got a top prospect. This would be Eduardo Perez. And a star rookie, Brian Williams. We have a Cecil Fielder Vernon Wells card. There with the Detroit Tigers. There's a lot of Vernon Wells in this box. Chili Davis. You're not opening 90s baseball unless you find Chili Davis. There's Julio Franco. Brian Hunter. Paul Asemacher with his high hair there with the Cubs. Let's see if we find any big time stars. Nothing huge yet. Mike Morgan and Mike Kelly. A very serious game face looking Mike Kelly. All right, 2 packs to go. This pack feels a little thick. Yeah, it does. I wonder if I got extra cards in this one, because this one definitely feels thick. I don't know. Keith Miller. See what we got. There's Ken Hill. Should have counted these cards because this pack feels real thick. There's Andres Galarraga. We pulled his rookie before. Yeah, I think this might just be extra cards in a pack, because it's not like they put booklets or whatnot in these. Eric Davis. And we have, see, this is talking about those Upper Deck Heroes games. They're at the Brewers Field. They did it on May 30th, 1992. And they would have a card show at the same time that they were doing the games. And that's where these boxes were coming from. That being Greg Vaughn. Lots of Vernon Wells in this one. Rick Honeycutt, and we'll end it with a top prospect of Tom Nevers with the Astros. All right, last pack. If we're going to find anything cool, this is the pack, at least for this rip. Sad thing was we didn't find any of the baseball heroes yet either. All right, it's somebody with Seattle. Who is it? Edgar Martinez. The reason I say who is it, because that does not look like Edgar Martinez, but okay, I guess. And we have Sean Dunston with the Cubs. And their Upper Deck Hero game was August 16th, 1992. And we got Kevin Moss with the Yankees. Wow, this has been the ultimate Vernon Wells box. This is, or at least first rip. It's Andre Dawson, the Hawk, there when he was with the Cubs. Juan Gonzalez, David Cone. Now we're finding people that we recognize now. Of course, Otis Nixon, whose big claim to fame was his face was on somebody else's card in, I want to say, 91 Stadium Club. I'll never forget him for that. Mariano Duncan. Let's see if we get anybody else. Mark Carrion, John Smiley, and Mario Duncan once again. So let's do a quick recap. So this box, first off, was supposed to be the Joe Morgan Johnny Bench, the Big Red Machine from the 70s. But we pulled another Ted Williams card. We found the same thing happen the last time we had one of these special boxes. Go figure, I guess they had a lot more of these left. They put all the Johnnies and Morgans in the other, the regular boxes. We'll be opening those up here pretty soon. We did pull 2 of the top prospects, Eduardo Perez and Tom Nevers, and 2 star rookies, Brian Williams and Dave Fleming. And then finally we pulled one of the American League. This would be the Diamond Skills, the best infield arm of Travis Fryman. But the big thing, the thing that honestly surprised me, and honestly I lost count, we pulled a ton. How much did we get actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Vernon Wells. Now remember, this is 1992. In 1992, right now we have 30 teams. You got 2 of those teams got added in 98. So I've been 28. There was only 26 teams whenever this came out. We had 9 of the 26, and they're all unique. So definitely, if you are into Vernon Wells art, this was the rip for you, because there's 9 of the 28 or 26 teams, all with their checklist cards. So another fun one in the books. we didn't find any of those baseball, hero highlights cards. You're not going to find them all the time, but we probably will at least one or two in this box, if not more. So definitely make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button below and hit the notify bell so you know when I put more of this up, because you might be able to see, are they going to be cards we haven't found before. Also, go ahead and hit a thumbs up for the video, and if you have any feedback, drop it in the comment section below. Hope you enjoy opening up more of these very interesting boxes. This was a very limited edition that came out, so you might not get to see this very often. So this is definitely a fun rip. So I look forward to doing this again here real soon, but until then, bye now.